the wash has dried here, and he's looking quite dark and what's the word I'm looking for? Menacing, I think the word is. I'm just going to have to clean up a little bit on this because I can just see it on the like here. I'm going to have to watch what I'm doing with these. Okay, nothing's happening with that, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to carry on with painting. Ignore that bit. Rosdacker red is what we're starting off with because we're doing the what's the word looking for? The leotard. And as you know, this is the colour I've used for the leotards all the way through this time. And I'll just rinse the brush out to get it a little bit wet, damp, not wet, damp, because I don't particularly want it, I want the brush to be dry, because the paint won't move around properly if it's dry. I'll just be scratching the paint, not scratching the paint, but I know what I mean. It's not bristle, it's not dry and firm, it's just a dry brush, and I want it a little bit moist and damp so that it will hold the paint and bend properly, as well as dilute the paint to make it spread better. And that's the whole purpose of making the brush damp. Now what I'm trying to do here is paint around the skin because I don't want this red on the skin if I can help it, but no doubt I've caught the skin somewhere. And I know there's going to be some points where you're not going to see what I've done or what I'm doing because of the camera angle, and it's a little tricky sometimes to see what I'm doing, especially when I decide to go off camera altogether and just carry on and not notice. But with this, it's actually the shape of the model, and I've just gone on the body of the troll there, but never mind. I'll just keep at it and hope for the best. I may need to come back with the small size 0 brush later on. I'm hoping I can cover that up. I've just filed because I've just realised that in some parts or some areas of other minis, the paints have trouble sticking to the bare resin. But we'll soon see. We'll soon see. Okay, so is there anywhere else I need to go? Yep, under here. I'm not even going to attempt to try and get under there. I can't see it. Oh, but it will be seen when I've got the glass or the clear perspex. Actually, I think that is supposed to be, that part is, I think, supposed to be I keep forgetting the name of it, leotard. think that's it. Okay, so the base colour is on for the most part. I do need to come in with the thinner brush because there is little bits that I need to do, especially here in between these. And even though I've done that, I've actually gone over the blooming white crystal formations. But yeah, I'm just going to do that. And hope. I think I've done everything now. Yeah. Nothing more needs to be done, so let's wash that brush out. And there is my other brush. Let us start with the darker blue that we're going to be using. And that darker blue is going to be not that one. I don't think I've actually got a medium blue. I think all the blues I've got are, what's this one? Yeah, let's have a try at this one. Calidor Sky. I know it's a base colour, but it will do the job for what I want. It's going to get watered down anyway, diluted, so we're not really too struck. Now, I know what I usually do, or what I have been doing when I've been painting a pair of minis, is to, what's the word I'm looking for? To do one and then whisk forward through another. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do, saying that the arm, and then whisk through the rest of him, because let's face it, you've seen me do this quite a few times now, and I don't want to bore you, so we're going to make a start with this, and we're going to add this colour to here. Now this is a little different to how I usually do it, because usually I have a base coat already on before I put the wash on. This time I don't. So this is going to be a little, as I said, a little different to how I approach it, but we're still going to be using the same principle. This one is going to be the main colour of the troll, and any colour I bring in on top of that, on top of this rather, is going to be a highlight. The wash that we've put on is classing is the shadow, but the reason I've done it this way is because I thought it might be easier doing it as a wash, with it being such a big textured, shall we say, or heavily moulded. There's a lot of things going on here. With it being the kind of mini it is, and the shape and everything that's going on with it, I thought it might be easier doing it this way, and then put it using the wash, because that can get into everywhere and get it done pretty quickly, whereas I'd be here for a week painting all the bits separately. So that's why I've done it this way, just for this mini. If I get any other minis for this game that are as big, which to be honest I don't think I will, I think they're all sort of like of a manageable size from now on. One of the ones I'm planning on getting anyway. I don't think I'm having to do this type of thing again. It'll be the normal, you know, paint, wash, and and then emphasise the main colour with repainting the original base colour that we used. But I thought I'd try something different, as I say. Hopefully it helps. But as I said, I'm just going over everywhere that is raised and trying to get as close to the shadow areas as I can. Anywhere where I can see that there is like a shadow area or a crease or some such, I'm trying to do my best to keep this colour out of it, but yet still as close as possible to it, because you know, it's a case of getting the colour on and wanting to make it look that this is the colour of the Mini. You know, this Mini all over is this colour. Okay, think of it that way. There's no part of this Mini's flesh, well, no part of this Mini's flesh that is dark or light. It's all this colour. Okay. The shadows, or the wash we put on to darken the recesses, is a shadow, which is a darkness. It's where the light isn't hitting and it's causing darkness. It's the absence of light. And where it's lighter, it's where the light is hitting more. And that's basically what we're doing. If you understand that, you know how to paint. Well, you know how to paint Minis in this way anyway. As I say, it's not very hard to do. It just takes practice like everything else. But as I say, it's a long process, especially when you're trying to do a good job with the painting. A better job with the painting than you do, well, I'm trying to do a better job with the painting than I did with the cleaning of it, or the trimming of it and everything, because I've messed and missed so many things with these. I'm just hoping this blue will go over the resin and not do what it did on one of the orcs and completely fail to attach to the, or to stick to the resin. So far so good. Anyway, I did say that I was going to do one and play with some music while you can follow on with the rest, and that's what I'm going to do. So I've done everything on this except for the hand, so I'll just quickly go over the hand. As you can see, where it's dark, it's causing this colour to look darker, which adds another interesting feel to it, another dimension to it. So you're not going to get bored looking at this Mini and seeing just a flat Mini, because if you look at some people's Minis, they're very what's the word I'm looking for, because they've not put any highlights on or low lights, meaning go a dark wash to get into the shadows, it looks flat, it doesn't look 3D. Whereas when you start messing with, not messing, but if you start applying washes and deepening the colour and recessing the shadows, or painting the recesses, colouring the recesses in, and I'm trying to say and making it look as though there's some depth to it. It looks a bit more interesting. Well, in fact, it looks a lot more interesting, and you can just imagine some story behind it. You can imagine what it would be like in a different way, different pose, that kind of thing. that is the troll almost done. I'm looking round to see areas that should be blue that I couldn't get to with the bigger brush, and that's around the toenails. I'm just painting over the toes as well, because I might as well. I'm painting over the toenails rather. Of course I'm painting over the toes because it's this colour. I just realised what I'd said. So yeah, I'm just painting over the toenails, and then I can come and paint it later on the colour I need it. Right, so that's that part done, and now we're going to highlight the leotard, which, in fact, I'm not going to highlight the leotard. Yes, I'm going to highlight the leotard. I'm not going to give this one a wash. Evil Sun Scarlet, because there's no other red on this mini. I'm going to do it with this. And I'm just going to put it straight into the Wazdaka red. No messing about. Get in there. Now, picking out areas that are going to be a little bit brighter. And one on the top, obviously, of the edge here. There we are. And then a few little lines that will join up there, and that can come down a little bit more. Look at that. Then we've got this part here. Right. If it sounds as though there's something in the background, Ali isn't with me tonight. She's staying over to Mum's. We're doing something together tomorrow morning, so Ali's not here. So I usually shut the room door that I'm in. I usually shut that when she's here, because she has a tendency of watching her YouTube videos and then start laughing, so I shut the door and it just quiets it down a little bit, but I have no distractions tonight, so I've left the door for this room open. I said no distractions for me, so I can get away with it tonight, having the door open, because I'm on my own. It's just me and Laddie tonight. So, you know, I'm not highlighting everywhere. I'm not highlighting everywhere. I'm just having bits of lighter colour to some areas, because I don't want it to appear flat. So if you apply this to a few areas and you can see a change in colour, it looks better. It looks nice, if you get me drift. So it's now time to do the first level of highlighting, and our usual highlight colour is Screaming Skull. So we'll get some of this out and pop it on here, and then we'll add blue. In fact, I better add in the blue first, and then taking a little bit of this step-by-step thing, because what we don't want, in fact, I might as well, I'm going to do that, I might as well just put the Screaming Skull in with the blue to start off with. And I hope that I've got enough. So now we are adding highlights to the raised areas. So watch where you're putting it. In fact, I'm going to ignore the ears, not ears. I'm going to ignore the face for a bit. I'll do that with the smaller brush. I just need a bit more water in this mix. I maybe need a bit more mix in this water, to be honest. But we'll keep going until we can't go anymore. There we are. I'm not doing the face, am I, with this brush? I think we could actually do with a little more of this blue in it. Where is it? There it is. It is a little dark, or a little pale in comparison to the base coats. Let's see how this measures up. I don't want it too. I don't want it such a big difference at the moment. I want it, you know, we're looking for subtle changes, not boing, change, with a great big neon light over the top of it. You know, we don't want it to look as though we're just putting a very, very pale colour on top of a darker colour. Let's see how this goes. I may yet still have to put some more blue in this to get it back to how I want it. We'll see how it dries first of all. Just add a little bit more of this into the, that's better. So I'm looking now for any obvious edges. I see one. Again, I'm just going to add a little bit of almost a glaze of this colour just to bring it together. I may put another wash on this right at the very end, I don't know yet, but that's it for that. Next, in fact, I'm going to put some orange, of this one. Where is it? It's Troll Slayer Orange. I'm going to put some of that into the red now. I lighten it up a bit more. Oh, I forgot to do the face. Hang on a second, I need to change brushes. I forgot to do his face, bear with me. I will have to mix some more paint. I'll mix some more of this blue highlight for when I put the next highlights on. It is looking a little bit low in quantity, so I better safe than sorry, rather than get halfway through and then run out. I think I'd better just I had better just leave some or mix some more paint, so I've definitely got enough. So I'm just concentrating a little too much then. You might notice when I start concentrating I stop talking, because I'm trying hard not to let anything disturb my concentration. Oh yeah, I think his face is done.